Good afternoon. I am pleased to welcome the Future Leaders Program participants to the Cabinet Office. These young people will join the 3-week training program, which will examine leadership, poverty, violence, injustice, identity and privilege, social justice, and they will participate in community service projects. Young people, congratulations for taking the step, for joining the program and exploring the world around you as you make a difference to your family, community, and to Bermuda. Leadership does not depend on your age, your experience, or your knowledge. It only requires a willingness to be bold with a desire to help, guide, and to shape others. What you will learn in the program will help you immediately while laying the foundation for the future. You will meet leaders in our community who will share their journey with you. They will encourage you. They will provide support. I urge you to tap into their knowledge and to their wisdom. Ask questions. Test your assumptions. Push yourselves and push each other. Explore topics and expand your thinking. This is the opportunity to grow from your experiences, and you will help to shape Bermuda today and into the future. Leadership is also about courage. Everything you see around you was once an idea in somebody's head. That person gathered their courage, started on the journey, and found people who would help make their dream a reality. Mr. Ryan Robin Parentchief, who is the force behind this program, has done an outstanding job finding people who supported his goals and helped bring his vision to life. Congratulations to Ryan on the start of another leadership program. The Government of Bermuda Cabinet Office is pleased to sponsor this important, meaningful youth initiative. I will be happy later to present a check of $19,000 to the Future Leaders Program so that any young person who wants to participate can do so without concern for the costs. This government believes in our young people. We encourage you, we support you, and I look forward to hearing of all of your future successes. Now I'll turn the podium over to Mr. Ryan Robinson Parentchief.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Premier Burt. Good afternoon, parents, students, and members of the media. We are pleased today to introduce the participants of this year's Future Leaders Program, a community initiative and service learning project launched last year in June 2017 that aims to empower and inspire the next generation to take up leadership roles within their communities and create a positive social change. In today's world, young people often feel like it's impossible to make a difference. They are reduced to watching adults debate important issues like poverty, employment, education, and the environment, which will affect them long after we're gone. But while many young people are referred to as future leaders, they must also be reminded that they can be leaders today. Last year, the program began with nearly 20 students and combined academic study, hands-on education, and meaningful service to local organizations to empower young people to develop the knowledge, experience, and leadership skills they need to make a positive change. From grasping complex subjects such as racism and wealth inequality, to discovering new models of leadership and social enterprise. Through college-level study, by completion, the future leaders impress both themselves and the community, amassing over 90 hours of co-curricular and community service hours per student. And although they received certificates marking the end of their 3-week course, it didn't stop there. Over the past year, many of the future leaders have gone on to participate in various events, including speaking engagements at various graduation ceremonies, sharing their knowledge with the BRU's annual Labor Day banquet guests, and discussing human rights with Hillary Shelton of the NAACP under the auspices of the U.S. Consulate, Hamilton. We aim to build on these successes this year, as students will continue to serve the local community by partnering with grassroots organizations, meeting with top government, business, and nonprofit leaders, and build lasting relationships with their peers as they examine pressing social problems and promising solutions throughout Bermuda and the world at large. Just as last year, students will focus on service and community building, poverty, crime, and inequality, identity and privilege, leadership and self-determination, social justice, entrepreneurship and activism, the power to make a difference, and how to take action. However, this year's curriculum has been updated to incorporate new information and research, such as the 2016 Population and Housing Census Report, as well as on recent events, including the topics of same-sex marriage and the UK government's recent unilateral decision requiring its overseas territories to make their company ownership registers public. By the end of the 3-week program, students will be in a better position to identify inequality and injustice in the world and their community, as well as empathize and identify with the experiences of persons from various backgrounds. They will apply leadership, team building, and analytical skills that will empower them to question their roles as citizens and leaders and consider the power they hold, both as individuals and as a collective. All public and private high schools were invited to select at least one student to attend, with registration also open to the general public. Based on the responses, we take the time to applaud the commitment of the 20 students who will be participating this year, some of which are here behind me today. From the Barclay Institute, we have Teshni York, Nazari Thomas, Jaden Furbert Jacobs, Joshua Duncan, and Raina DeFonce. From Cedar Bridge Academy, we have Daquan Trott. Bermuda Institute is represented by Stephen Simons, Summersfield by Jaden Smith, and Warwick Academy by Marley Todd, Mackenzie Cole Tuckett, Onuri Smith, and Josiah Dyer. Mount St. Agnes is represented by Olivia Burgess. Sands Middle School is represented by Taye Holmes. Clearwater Middle School by Zen Mello. T.N. Tatum by Nade Ingham and Destiny LaShaw Robinson. Whitney Middle School by Yari Tucker. And we also have one student studying overseas and one student from home school. These are Nazara Bridgewater from Framingham High School and Lene Garnett. We have every confidence that these dedicated and courageous students will go on to have a meaningful and lasting effect on their peers. And in the spirit of the mission statement of the Barclay Institute, which is where the program is being held, to lead full and purposeful lives and assume leadership roles in both the local and global communities. Finally, we would like to express our utmost appreciation to the various members of the community who have shown commitment and support for the Future Leaders program. Thanks to the support of the Premier and the Governor of Bermuda, no student has been turned away from this program due to a lack of resources. We invite all members of the public to engage with these future leaders and follow their progress via social media at Future Leaders BDA or by visiting our website at www.futureleadersbda.com. Many thanks, and at this time we will have a few words from Mackenzie Cole Tuckett on behalf of this year's Future Leaders.
Good afternoon, Honorable Premier Burt, Honorable Ministers and Members of Parliament, other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mackenzie Cole Tuckett. I am 14 years old and I attend Warwick Academy, where I will be entering Year 11 in September. I am excited to have been chosen as one of this year's future leaders. I recall seeing an advert regarding the program a few months back. I did a bit of research and found that one of the program's missions is to provide a platform whereby Bermuda's youth can voice their opinions on matters that we as a country face, as well as listen and understand the opinions of others. We are given the opportunity to have an out-of-the-classroom learning experience, speaking to citizens about various topics and engage in roundtable discussions. It was clear to me that the learning experience would be invaluable. I believe that the opportunities to meet with politicians as well as other fields experiences will be my favorite part of the program. As the future leaders, unless we are educated and well-versed on the issues facing our country, we will never come close to fixing anything. Mr. Premier, one day I hope to be in your position. I care about my Bermuda. All of us future leaders care about our Bermuda and want to make a difference. I speak on behalf of myself as well as other students in the Future Leaders program. We are extremely grateful to the government for their sponsorship. Thank you for investing in us. We appreciate your support and thank you in advance for letting our voices be heard. We will make you proud. I would also like to thank Mr. Robinson, Parent-Chief, for being so passionate about the program. Mr. Robinson, Parent-Chief, be assured that we will make you proud as well. In closing, I would like to thank everyone for coming. We appreciate the community support. We appreciate those who have come to provide encouragement to this generation as we embark on this challenging but rewarding endeavor. We look forward to sharing our progress with you throughout July. To keep up with the future leaders, please follow us on Facebook or visit our website at www.futureleaders.com. Thank you.
All right. I'm gonna applause for that.